So last week, I was really upset because I wanted to go to my parents' house and I could not. And so I was just sitting a little sad. And my little one, who is 3.5 years old, he came to me for some reason, and I just said, "Baby, give me a moment. I'm not feeling good." And immediately he started, inquiring, "What happened? Are you all right?" I said, "I'm just sad because I wanted to go to my parents' house." And he was like, "It's okay. There's virus outside," because he listens to all this conversation, and "you'll be all right. If you need any help, just call me. I'm here." And he just, went back to his play. So I was so shocked with the way he approached me with my situation, and it also lightened my mood because I was like, he's so little and he understands what I'm feeling, what I'm going through. So that is empathy, right? He was not just sympathetic to me, but he was showing empathy to me. He was showing compassion. And so in this video, I wanted to talk about, how to teach empathy to our kids, how to make them understand, as not just understand, but also able to share the feelings of another person. It's the ability to sense other person's emotions. Like just me sitting sad, he could sense it. So it's really essential. Empathy is one of the most essential skills that, the kids need to learn at their early age, because they need it in their later life. So, early is better. So in this video, I want to talk about how do we teach empathy. Now, it's not a concept where you sit with your kids and tell them like, okay, we're going to learn today about empathy. No, it's not the way. Whether you're a parent or an educator, this is a process. You cannot teach them what empathy is and how to, be empathetic to other people in just one lesson or one go. There are a few tips that you can definitely try to teach empathy to the kids without even telling them this is an empathy lesson. So there are 5 tips that I will be sharing in this video. The very first tip is to be, focus at one emotion or feeling at a time. So when I say one emotion feeling, a lot of times kids don't understand if they are angry or frustrated. They sometimes mix up these emotions, disappointment or sadness. There are 2 different feelings, but they could not know what does one mean or look like. So it's really essential that, as a parent or as an educator, you focus on one emotion at a time. Talk about it, what it is, how it sounds like, what it looks like, and then what could be done to get away with those emotions or to go through that phase. So the very first way is to focus on one emotion at a time. The second way is to share your personal stories. I'm pretty sure we all go through various emotions throughout our life. So sharing personal stories is one of the best way to teach empathy, because sometimes there are kids who are shy or who doesn't know if what they're feeling is right or wrong. They suppress themselves. So when you share your personal story, when you share how you feel, like in the beginning of the video where I told my kids that I'm feeling sad, you not only sharing, but you are also making your kid or other person know that it's okay to be sad. In life there will be so many moments where you will be happy, you will be sad, you will be disappointed, you will be frustrated, and it's okay to go through all these emotions. So the second way is to share your personal stories. The third is be a role model. If you want your kids or students to be empathetic, you have to show that. So show that love and compassion to your kids, and they will show the same, not just to you, but to everybody else. And by being role model is the best way to teach empathy to your kids. The next is use I messages. So in this fourth way, using I messages, sometimes kids don't know how to express their emotions because they are still juggling inside their mind what it is, because they are angry, they are mad, they are disappointed, or they don't, they are disagreeing with anything. So it's really essential that, when they go through these emotions, they should equally be able to express that. So for instance, if a kid is, bothering your kid or bothering the other kid by calling names or by pulling hair, so the kid should be able to express using I message. So it would be like this: I don't like it when you pull my hair, or I don't like it when you call me names. It hurts, or it upsets me, or it makes me feel sad. So you see, the kid is sharing what is happening and how it makes him or her feel. So using iMessages will help the kids to express emotion, feelings to the other person, and it will help stop so many problems. And last but not the least, validate your child's emotions. It's really essential that you validate your child's emotions. So when I say that, a lot of times we have seen that parents want to rush to the kid's emotions. If the kid is crying, creating tantrum in the supermarket, you just want to have the kid stop doing that. Either you buy the toy or whatever he's demanding, or you become a super strict parent, telling him or scaring him, if you don't stop right now, you will be in the dark room, or you will have whatever consequences you have. It's not okay, because it's not easy. Just think as an adult, if somebody asks you to suppress your emotions, how easy it is. If it's not, it's way difficult for a kid, because he's still understanding these emotions. He's still learning about all these emotions and feelings. Instead, let the kid know it's okay to feel upset or disappointed because you are not getting a certain toy, and this behavior is not gonna get you that toy. So how about when we go home, we talk about it, how you can get this toy, and blah blah blah. So validating emotion, telling him that it's okay if you're feeling sad or disappointed, makes them know that it's not something that they should not be feeling, or they should not be expressing. So validating emotion is another way to teach them empathy and also to correct their behavior. So the 5 ways: focus on one emotions at a time, share your personal stories, be a role model, help your child use iMessages, and validate your child's emotion. And if you missed a video on 5 most essential skills your kids must learn at the early age, there is a link in the box that you can see. Hope you like this video. Till my next video, stay safe, stay healthy.